front of the net and is cleared by Pearson. Potvin takes over and dumps it down the ice.
Gord Dineen lets one fly, then takes a pretty good hit. Scott Stevens coming out from his defense position.
Bouncing off the left wing boards for Dineen. He takes a hit as he cleared the puck to center. Scott Stevens trying to move it into Carpenter, and Potvin has cleared it out to center. Bill Smith knocked down in the goal crease, and there'll be some penalties. Smith and Gartner. Now Gartner being challenged by Bob Bourne.
Billy Smith is going to get the gate along with Mike Gardner, Jig. I didn't see it. The play was out at center ice. I didn't know how they got tangled up. Mike Gardner's not the kind of a player that tangles up with goaltenders. There's Smith hacking away at Gardner. Gardner hacks back. Smith takes a dive. They're both going to get penalties. You notice that the Islanders were not mad at Mike Gardner, or they did not show that they were mad. Normally, under certain circumstances, that being one of them, somebody from the Islanders would run right over the player, whoever it was. There's the hack by Gardner on Smith after Smith chopped his ankles. Here's the face-off as Gustafson turns. Trache walks into him, comes back with the stick right there across the neck of Gustafson.
Bloomquist comes in a little deeper. Plays it off the boards. Boudelier gets hammered, and here's Morrow with it. Now a penalty back of the play. A hooking penalty. And Adams trying to rough up Paul Boudelier. Boudelier gets a hand loose for a brief moment before Ron Finn grabs a hold of him. Leon Stickle, the other linesman there as well. So they'll get some penalties. Referee Bob Myers appeared to have one call before this broke out. Pinelli into center ice. Hard collision with Gustafson. There's Lachlan with a shot. Smith the save. It ends up underneath Johnson, and now a fight breaks out. Dineen and Duchesne square off. Gordy Dineen trying to get the left hand loose, and does after having taken a couple of shots from Duchesne. This one all started out on the right wing board.
I think there may have been a penalty called, too. Thomas Johnson laying on the ice just prior to the fight breaking out, Jiggs. Reached out, grabbed the puck, pulled it underneath him. I thought I saw Myers put his arm in the air, signaling a penalty just before the fight broke out. Maybe this thing got underway. There's Gord Dineen as he crashes into Gaetan Duchesne. They wrestle in the corner. The puck is out near the front of the net at this point. Dineen, Duchesne, Duchesne, Dineen. Sticks. Intimidation. Who's going to give in first? There's the puck. There's Thomas Johnson. You see him reach out. Referee had his arm in the air signaling a penalty. These two guys get in a fight. Is Thomas Johnson in the penalty box?
No, he had Duchesne and Dineen for slashing, and now 5 minutes for fighting.
He didn't have a penalty on Thomas Johnson?
Apparently not. Francis Getty and Morrow square off. A fight here at the end of the period. In come the linesmen as Morrow wrestles Francis Getty to the ice. And we'll get some more penalties. At the end of the period, and the referee directing players back to the bench, making sure that we don't get a full-scale Donnybrook here. But right at the end of the period, Francis Getty and Morrow down on the ice just to the side of what was the New York Islander goal. And in the period, the Islanders opened up a 2-0 lead. Washington comes back with a big goal in the final minute of the period. Wayne Sutter evens with it to Lachlan, and Potvin with a thundering check knocked him off it. Then neatly to Kortko, away from Francis Getty with a pass to Nystrom. Pokes it around Stevens. Nystrom lost his balance. Goes over the line on left wing. Kaller goes to the front of the net, and Trache is tangled up with McEwen. They go to the deck together, and there'll be penalties. Both of them are going to go on. And they're both going to draw penalties.
Oh, how do you do? How do you do? Well, anyway, they're going to get penalties. I'm sure that I'll only draw the wrath of somebody or somewhere if I say something. Look in front of the net. You see that? I'll say no more. That's it. Anyway, they're both going to the penalty box. Morrow for giving, Francis Getty for receiving. And that's the way it is. That's a shame.
Up there's Morrow chasing it. Up to Bossy. Stevens backs into him. Bossy goes down. And your final score is the New York Islanders 2, the Washington Capitals 1. We'll be back with a recap right after these messages.